Good morning, all. So, welcome back at ICI classes. Yeah, really a good morning because a number of students have sent good morning and sent their presence by way of Yash Chandak comes first with good morning at 10:24. So, long waiting he has done because classes are starting at 11 o'clock, but students are waiting since 10:24. That's really nice to see. Mr. Pramod 10:32, Yashraj 10:43, Ruchika 10:53, Akhilendeshwari, Dimple. Please explain overstating of opening and closing inventory and its effects on cost of goods sold and gross profit. Once again, no problem, beta. We'll discuss it after the break. That will be a better option. Then we have Aryan, Ashwarya, Ritu, Ashutosh, Soumya Arjun, Nidhi, Lucky, Ananya, Ayushi, Arpi, Umar, Prashant, Tanmeet, many more. So not possible to take name of all these, but it is really good to see that so much number of students are waiting for my class. Thanks to all of you. Good morning, sir. Please take practical question number 4 of inventory. Keep it reserved for you. You may have to send me the query once again after the break. I'll take it after the break. So those who haven't sent their presence must send it so that it will be good to see. Not possible to take the name, but even then, it is really nice. Thanks to all of you. So let's start with the concept of the new chapter. I think previous chapter is clear to maximum extent. I'm not saying it is 100% clear because to make it 100% clear, you have to make more and more practice, and practice makes a man perfect. That is the old presumption and the accepted thing in all over the world. So we'll have to follow that we have to make more and more practice. For that, I have sent you some more questions, my dear students. You will have to do those questions. Those are already uploaded yesterday. Please go for those questions. That will be beneficial for you. Today we are going to start with the new chapter, depreciation. Now this chapter is normally done by you in your +1 also. So you have done it in +1. You have discussed about two methods, straight line and WDV method. But those which are from non-commerce background have not done this chapter. So I'll go and cover from the basics. And then there are more methods in our CA foundation syllabus, more advanced topics and questions in our CA foundation syllabus in this depreciation chapter. So you will have to learn many new things, and these are those which are important from our examination as well as practical point of view. So this is good enough. Illustration number 10, no problem. I'm just telling you, you may do one thing, note it down with you, keep it reserved. We will take it after the break. इन्वेंट्रीज की प्रॉब्लम आप नोट करके रखो अपने पास, मुझे कब भेजोगे? ब्रेक के बाद, तो मैं तभी लूंगा आपसे, बेटर रहेगा. लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द चैप्टर डेप्रिसिएशन. So before starting, I would like to give you best wishes for the Gurpurab. Today is the birth anniversary of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the 10th Guru of Guru Nanak Dev जी ने जो एक शुरू करी थी. It is 10th Guru. He is the 10th Guru in that series. So a renowned personality and sacrifice made by him is bowed by everyone. He has sacrificed his full family for the help of the community of our country. He is a person of his words. So happy Gurpurab to all of you, beta. In Punjab, today is a holiday in celebration of the birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Happy Gurpurab, beta. So let's start depreciation. So what means for the depreciation? First of all, we would like to discuss about the meaning. Very simple. I would like to take an example so that it should be clear to you. It means for if I have purchased an asset for rupees 1 lakh, I have purchased a machinery, you may assume. Sorry. I have purchased a machinery worth rupees 1 lakh. Now, whether this machinery will remain for rupees 1 lakh for its whole life? No. It will automatically, you may say, its value will automatically reduce in the market. If I purchase this machinery for rupees 1 lakh on 1st of January 2020, then if I'll see that on 31st of December 2020, its market value will not be 1 lakh because it has been used by us. So that will reduce. Then on 31st of March 21, it will further reduce. On 31st of March 22, its value will further reduce. So it will reduce. After a certain period, this particular machinery will be of no use for us, or it will be of very less use for us. The reason is very simple. Whomsoever comes in this world will go back. So the concept remains same for the assets also. Whomsoever asset you have purchased, that assets value will reduce automatically with the passage of time. Even if you will see that I have purchased a building or constructed a building. Now this building has been constructed by incurring rupees 1 crore. Now we know it very well that the presentation, the use, the utility of the building at the first instant will automatically reduce within the 1 year, because in the first year it is looking very you may say attractive, but in the next year its attraction has been reduced because the paint has been you may say paint color has been reduced. It's a number of things are need to be repaired, so all that things are there. With the passage of time, the utility is going to reduce, the presentation will reduce, the look will reduce. So all that is what? That is called depreciation. That reduction is called depreciation. So depreciation means for what? The reduction in the value of asset due to the reason of its use or passage of time. So that is given here. Depreciation is a decrease in the value of, very important point beta, depreciable asset. I'll discuss with you. I am talking about assets yet. Due to wear and tear means utility, use, passage of time, like 1 year has been passed, its presentation will automatically decrease, its market value will decrease. Because if you will purchase a car today for rupees 10 lakhs, after 1 year, even if you have not used it, its value will reduce by some amount. So if I'll assume that the value will reduce minimum 10%, then obviously it will reduce by 1 lakh, and the next year its value, market value will be only 9 lakhs. This 1 lakh is what? This is called depreciation. Even you have not used it, you have kept it in the garage only, nothing else. Change of technology is also a reason, due to the reason of which your assets value is reduced. So this is all about the value of reduction in the value of asset. So it should be a holy day for whole India. For online classes, there is no holiday. For offline classes, there are holidays. So even you think, you may see that the classes are there on Sunday also. I've seen the schedule of paper 5 of, because those paper 5 of CA Inter yesterday, because my classes for CA Inter group 2 are starting from 3rd of January. So I've seen that one class is on Sunday also by some other faculty even. So these are the concepts. In routine, asset value will not increase in future, it will normally reduce. Now we'll see the meaning of remaining things also. So this is on yearly basis, because we can't do it on daily basis. Even the value of asset is reduced on daily basis, but we have to calculate or charge it on yearly basis and deducted from the book value of the depreciable asset. to calculate the value of depreciable amount, which is to be shown in the balance sheet. Actually, I have purchased an asset for rupees 1 lakh. Now, my balance sheet is what? That is showing our financial condition of our business. Financial position of our business. So if you are interested to know the financial position of our business, we must know what are the assets available with me, what are the liabilities available with me. So whatever the assets and whatever the liabilities are, those are shown in the balance sheet. What means for asset and liability, that is all known to everyone. So if I have asset worth rupees 1 lakh on a particular date, then in the next year it will reduce by the amount of depreciation. That is, just assume 10,000. Then the balance amount of rupees 90,000 will be the actual value of that asset. And this depreciation will be an expense. This expense will go to profit or loss account, because this is a period based expense which will be incurred by us due to the reason of its use. Actually, you should have to understand one thing which is very important, that whenever we are incurring any amount, this is our expense. Now, expense are of two types, as we have already discussed in our chapter number 2, capital and revenue. There you have already studied this, that revenue expenses are directly entered in profit or loss account, and capital expense, that is asset, will be transferred to profit or loss account on the basis of the periodicity concept, the period for which it is used. So the periodicity concept tells us that we'll have to incur the expense, we have to enter the expense in P&L account only and only equivalent to the actual use of it. So if an asset is purchased for rupees 1 lakh, having its life of 10 years, then what we will do? We will write off or transfer to P&L one and the same thing. What means for write off? Written off. Written off. Written off is the another name of profit or loss. Transfer to P&L account. This is one and the same thing. Charged as an expense, that it means for. Charged as an expense. So whatever the amount is to be written off, that is 10,000 rupees per annum, because we have seen that 1 lakh is to be written off within the period of 10 years. Then it means for we have to write off 10,000 per annum. Per annum means annually. So this is the concept of depreciation. Now there are many assets which are reducing their value, which are losing their value with the passage of time. And there are some assets, only few assets are there, whose value is not reduced with the passage of time. Those assets are not called depreciable assets, those are called non-depreciable assets. So depreciation is a non-cash expenditure. We should have to understand this thing. Non-cash means we are not going to incur any expenses in this year. We have already incurred those expenses in our previous years. Like I have purchased a machinery for rupees 1 lakh. When we have purchased this machinery in a few years back. So when that machinery has been purchased, at that time I have incurred those expenses. So it's a non-cash expenditure. One thing is the important, land is never depreciated. Agriculture land is depreciating, because we may know that with the passage of time, the productivity, the fertility of the land is decreasing. But to increase that, they are using system of swapping, that they are changing the crops to increase its fertility. Otherwise, if you will grow this rice every year, then automatically its fertility will reduce. So that is a practical aspect. I'm not going to discuss about that. General thing is land remains at that place only. It is never depreciated. So we are not going to charge any depreciation on land. One more thing is there, current assets are never depreciated, instead valued, like debtors, stock, short-term investments, like this. So these are not depreciated. Debtor, stock, prepaid expenses, these are valued. So we are valuing them as on the date. Whatever the value is there, we'll have to enter it into the books of accounts. Actually, the value of land may increase in future, but value of building is always decreasing. Let it be very clear, because its utility, its productivity, its benefits are normally reducing because it is subject to repair. You may see the buildings of 10 years or 15 years back, those need repair, so their value is decreasing. It is the balance sheet prepared or for financial statement or financial position. Balance sheet is also named as financial statement, which is to be prepared to know the financial position of business. So land is an asset, but its value get increased. Exactly. Land value is appreciated normally. So due to that reason, it is not depreciated. Okay. So what are the depreciable assets? You may have to read it. This is a good thing for you. Just read it. I'll let you understand. First point is very important. Those assets which are to be used within one accounting period are not named as depreciable assets. Let it be very much clear. Second thing, it should have a limited use. Like land have unlimited use. Due to that reason, it is not named as a depreciable asset. It is used by an enterprise for production or supply of goods or services. Only then we are treating it as our fixed asset or depreciable asset. So it may be used for rental to others or for administrative purpose, and not for the purpose of sale in the ordinary course of business. Like if I am dealing in sale and purchase of buildings, then in that case, if any building is lying with me, that is not my depreciable asset. We are not going to charge depreciation on it. That is a current asset in that case, because that will be treated as a stock beta. So let it be very much clear. Furniture and fixture is a depreciable asset. Building is a depreciable asset. Motor vehicles are depreciable assets. Computers are depreciable assets. Electrical equipments are depreciable assets. All assets are depreciable assets. All fixed assets are depreciable assets except land. Let it be very much clear. Except land, all assets are depreciable assets. You may note it down with you. There are only rare chances that any other asset may come. So basic objective of providing depreciation is to ascertain the true results, because we can enter the expenses only in that case to know the financial position out of the balance sheet, so that we can arrange the funds for replacement of assets and to ascertain the true cost of our asset and true cost of production. Sorry, to ascertain the true cost of production. Whatever the product we have manufactured, we should know the cost of that asset. So that is to be done by that way. So this is in profit and loss account. This is in balance sheet. This is, as it is a non-cash expenditure, so we may keep it as a reserve. Whatever expenses we are charging to P&L account every year, we may keep it as a reserve. Like if I am charging depreciation of rupees 10,000 per annum, I may do one thing. I may keep it in the FD, 10,000 rupees per annum, so that at the end of 10 years, I may have 1 lakh available with me for the purpose of purchasing that asset once again with interest, because I'll get earn interest on that also, which is a time factor. Obviously, value of a purchase value of that asset will also increase. So after 10 years, I'm interested to get back that asset. For that purpose, I may accumulate funds, and true cost of production will also be understood only in that case, because if I'm interested to get the cost, what I will do, I will add all expenses incurred on it. All expenses must include depreciation also. So depreciation will be charged to it automatically. This will also increase our asset. Fan is an electrical equipment, so it is an सर थर्ड पॉइंट, सर एक बार और रिपीट, डेबिट point number third. Building is basically part of land, but here we have to make valuation in such a way so that we may go for the working of a proper method. Land and building may be an asset with us, so it will depend. We'll have to charge depreciation on land and building. There's no worry, but there is only land, then we'll need not to charge depreciation. Okay, so that is a major thing, because value of building will decrease with the passage of time, and it is not mandatory that the value of land will increase equivalent to that. So we can't frame it out. So remaining things are practical beta. We can't go into so much depth because here chapter is on the basis of +1 accounting only, and +1 accounting is very raw accounting, basic accounting. Yeah, if you are interested to go for practical, then it is something different. In practical, even the depreciation is entered in some different way. So that is not a big problem. Basic factors, cost of asset, how to calculate it, that should be known to every student. Whatever amount is incurred to purchase that asset will be added to it. Whatever amount is incurred. It may include various amounts, like it may include, first of all, amounts spent on installation. I have purchased a machinery for rupees 1 lakh. Now, installation expenses are incurred of rupees 10,000 to make it ready to use. Those will be added to it to calculate the actual cost of an asset, to be debited to P&L account, debited to balance sheet or the asset account. Freight, if any, incurred to bring that asset to our place of working. Loading, unloading expenses will also be added. Just assume 2,000 it is. Any transit insurance will be added. Just assume 2,000 it is. Then octroi, import duty, whatever it is, all that will be added, and the total cost of asset will be ascertained. 1,19,000. So the entry of asset account debit will be made with 1,19,000, not with the amount of 1 lakh. To cash 1,19,000. If an asset is purchased on credit, then the entry may be asset account debit 1 lakh. To creditor account 1 lakh. Then asset account debit to cash for all the expenses incurred by us. So in this way, we may pass an entry. Asset to cash for the amount incurred in cash, asset to creditor for the amount incurred in credit. But both the amount is to be added. Okay, सर एक बार पॉइंट नंबर 3 मैं देख लेता हूँ अभी पॉइंट नंबर 3 में क्या था, पहले ये समझ लो. सर बिल्डिंग इज पार्ट ऑफ लैंड. यस बेटा. सर इज एनी मशीनरी विच बिलोंग्स टू लैंड depreciable or not? Any plant and machinery is there is a name plant and machinery beta. What means for plant and machinery? Plant and machinery means for which is fixed on land, which is fixed on in some building, because only then we are treating it as a name land, a plant. So that is not a point of consideration whether there is a land or not. If there is a plant and machinery, it will depreciate. Okay. Yeah, only land. If there is an asset, only land, then it will not be depreciated. What is the octroi beta? Chungi. Whenever you are passing from one city to another city or one state to another state, earlier octroi was charged. Now a time it is not charged in India. चुंगी होती है, एक टैक्स होता है, गवर्नमेंट लेती है, अब नहीं ले रही आजकल, बट ये भी आपकी बुक्स में आएगा. इट विल कम इनटू योर बुक्स बिकॉज क्वेश्चंस आर नॉट चेंज्ड इमीडिएटली, and even these are not from the practical point of view. These all things are from theory point of view. Whatever you are doing from practical point of view, everything is different. If you will go into the practical aspects, this is a point of deep consideration that we should have to understand practical in a different sense. So all that is there. So this is the aggregate amount of that asset, which is called cost of an asset. Okay beta. Basic factor affecting in that estimated working life. So that is to be made in advance, that how much will be the life of that an asset. That all depends upon the information available with us from our past experience if we have already used that asset, or it may be from the seller from whomsoever you have purchased it. He may better tell you this is the life of that asset. So the life of an asset can be measured in terms of years, like 5 years, 10 years, or in months, like 25 months, 100 months, days, hours. It may be also in hours, like machines are life is normally in hours. Like if you have purchased a projector, maybe you all know the projector, its life in is in hours. Its life is 1000 hours. So if you will use it, its life will be reduced accordingly. In the same way, many machines have a life in hours. So depreciation is calculated accordingly. Or the depreciation may be on the basis of, our life may be on the basis of output, that this will produce 10,000 units during its full life. That's it. After that, it will automatically scrap. Or it may, such like points may also come into your knowledge. And then third thing is, which is very important, that is salvage value, scrap value. That is when it will not be of use for you, then it will be sold at which price. So that is called scrap value. Because after using it for 10 years, if the life is 10 years, then after using it for 10 years, could it be sold at some value, or it will be just thrown out? So if it can be sold at some value, like if it will realize 5,000 rupees, then 5,000 rupees will be its scrap value. That is an estimate, because this is not known to you as in advance. Even working life is not known to you in advance. These are estimates which you have to make in the beginning, and that estimate will give us an idea that how much will be the amount to be depreciated by us. Like if you have purchased an asset for rupees 1 lakh, as I have discussed with you, and if an asset is purchased for rupees 1 lakh, expenses incurred on purchase assume 20,000. So the cost of an asset will be rupees 1,20,000 total cost. Life of an asset is given to you. Life of asset, this is 5 years. That is given to you normally in the question. And then you have been given scrap value, that if this is estimated life, this is not the actual life, this is estimated scrap value, and this will be taken into consideration for all calculations. Estimated scrap value, this is 20,000. Obviously it is after 5 years, so it will be sold at rupees 20,000 after 5 years. Now we'll have to calculate the depreciable amount. What is depreciable amount? That is total cost minus estimated scrap value. So that is 1,20,000 minus 20,000. So it is 1 lakh. Is that clear to everyone? So depreciable amount is the amount which is to be depreciated by us, which is to be written off by us during the life of an asset. So life of an asset is given to you 5 years. So depreciation per annum, every year depreciation is to be charged for rupees 1 lakh divided by 5 years. So depreciation of rupees 20,000 will be charged every year. So this is a way how we are calculating depreciation in straight line method. This is the first method, straight line method. In simple words, depreciation will be charged only on the, and the formula for calculating depreciation is equal to only on the depreciable amount. Right? Depreciation is equal to total cost of an asset minus estimated scrap value divided by life of an asset. Like in the given case, it will be 1,20,000 Scrap value means for the value which will be realized by us when we will sell that asset after the expiry of its life, when we, after the completion of its life to be used, for which it will be used. Is that clear, Ayushi? You may copy it. Till now, everything is clear to every student. Please let me know. Estimated mean idea. भी हम लोग सोच रहे हैं कि ऐसा होगा, उसे एस्टिमेटेड कहते हैं. बाकियों क्लियर नहीं हुआ, because everyone not sent to me that it is clear. Everyone must send it. It's clear or not? We must have to arrange some provision for its repair and renewal in future. So that we will do by way of arrangement of some funds in the profit or loss account by way of passing a journal entry that we will discuss. In case an asset is obsolete, obsolete means for it is scrapped, it is not of our use before the expiry of its life. Like life of an asset is 5 years, as we have already discussed. But after 3 years, at the end of 3 years, the asset is obsolete. Obsolete means kharab ho jana, not of our use. So after 3 years, it is obsolete. So the asset is worth rupees 1,20,000. Already depreciation worth rupees 20,000 per annum is charged for 3 years. So its value is reduced by rupees 60,000. So the book value as on date, that is after 3 years, is 60,000. Now it is obsolete. Obsolete meant for now it is not of our use. So what we will do? We will write off it to P&L account. Means we will pass an entry. What entry we will pass? Profit or loss account debit to asset account. Or we may assume that the depreciation of rupees 60,000 is charged on the same day. Or if we will assume that the asset can be sold after obsolete, after becoming obsolete, it can be sold for rupees 20,000 or 10,000. Like if an asset can be sold as a scrap after becoming obsolete, that is not of our use, it can be sold for rupees 10,000. Then we'll write off 50,000 to P&L account. Very simple, beta. I am not taking anything technical. I am trying to let it be simple for you. मुझे लगता है ये बात क्लियर होगी सभी को. Sir, we can do this type of problem this way, or we need to prepare account. Just wait, I'll tell you how to do it. Complete clear, sir. Let's jump on to another method. Sir, पहले तो आपने कहा कि 20,000 है जो प्लस होगा, फिर आपने कहा ये माइनस होंगे. क्यों सर? आपने तो कहा जो एक्सपेंसिव मशीन को लगाने के लिए वो ऐड होंगे. बेटा, first of all, let it be clear, these are the expenses incurred on machine. That is the expenses which have been incurred while purchasing that asset, that will be added. Okay, so what I have deducted, this amount is not this one, this is different. This amount is somehow different, this is different. This is the expenses incurred for purchasing. By a chance amount becomes same, because I have taken an example, and in the example I have taken the same amount at both places. This is scrap value. This is a value which you will realize when this asset will be sold after 5 years. It may be 10,000 also in the given case. It may be 15,000 also. It may be 5,000 also. So it is not of these have no relation with each other. They have no relation with each other. Let it be very much clear. Okay, beta. Bharat, is that clear? Richa. Simple. If an asset becomes obsolete, that is खराब हो गया asset. हमने परचेज तो किया था कि 5 साल चलेगा, नहीं चला, 3 साल के बाद खराब हो गया. अब खराब हो गया तो क्या करेंगे? उसको राइट ऑफ तो करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज बुक्स में रखेंगे तो गलत हो जाएगा ना, बिकॉज अब एसेट तो हमारे काम का नहीं रहा, तो उसको राइट ऑफ करना है. पी एंड राइट ऑफ का मतलब क्या होता है? प्रॉफिट लॉस में डेबिट साइड में डाल देना. तो उसको राइट ऑफ करना है तो कैसे करेंगे? उसके लिए प्रॉफिट लॉस अकाउंट डेबिट टू एसेट अकाउंट. कितना जितना लॉस हो रहा है, बिकॉज हमें बताया गया था प्रोवाइड फॉर ऑल प्रोबेबल लॉसेस, डू नॉट एंटिसिपेट गेन्स. अगर आपको कोई भी लॉस होता है तो किताबों में डाल दो, अगर कोई गेन एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो तो मत डालो. तो ये तो लॉस होने के चांसेस लग रहे हैं, तो कितना भी लॉस हो रहा है उतना डाल दो. अगर 60,000 का लॉस होने की उम्मीद है 60,000 डाल दो. अगर लगता है कि 10,000 तो रिकवर हो गया या हो जाएगा तो 10,000 माइनस करके 50,000 डाल दो. 20 रिकवर होने के चांसेस है तो 20 माइनस कर लो. 30 रिकवर होने के चांसेस है तो 30 माइनस कर लो. जितना आपको रिकवर होने का चांस है उतना माइनस कर लो, बाकी को राइट ऑफ कर दो. ये बुक्स में श्योर रहने दो जब तक बिक नहीं जाता. जब बिकेगा तो पैसे आ जाएंगे. कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू एसेट अकाउंट. Whenever it will be sold, we will get rupees 10,000 as normal. There are some legal provisions which are to be kept into mind for the purpose of charging depreciation, because depreciation is to be charged every year by a specific method that is predefined by the legal provisions of GST Act or the Income Tax Act as per the case, or even the Companies Act is there, because we'll have to see those acts. Accordingly, we'll have to charge the depreciation beta. So if later on we have made an addition to the existing asset, then that addition will also be debited to that asset account. That should be kept into mind. Like in the given example, asset is of rupees 1,20,000. Okay. Now this asset of rupees 1,20,000 is depreciated for 2 years. Total 40,000 depreciation will be charged, and the value as on that date. Now I have purchased another asset, same asset, that is an addition to this asset by incurring rupees 40,000. So that will be added to this asset. If we have made an addition, like I have a building, I have made one more room in that building and incurred rupees 40,000 on that, then it will be added to it. Now this asset will be worth rupees 1,20,000. But depreciation will be charged according to the existing concept only, as it is depreciated 20,000 every year, as it was already decided here. You may see that we are charging depreciation of rupees 20,000 per annum. That is already calculated by us. So the life of remaining asset, if it is correlated with this, then it will be depreciated accordingly. Otherwise, we'll have to charge depreciation according to its separate life. Like if its life is 5 years, having scrap value of 5,000 rupees, then we have to calculate depreciation for this asset separately. 40,000 minus 5,000 divided by 5 years, that is 7,000 per annum. That's it. Or if this asset is related to that 100%, its life is also related to this asset, then it will be depreciated accordingly, according to the previous asset. Sir, how do we know the scrap value? That will be given in the question. If it is not given, we will assume it as 0. If scrap value is not given in the question, we will assume it as 0. सर डेप्रिसिएशन को कहाँ रखते हैं प्रॉफिट लॉस या बैलेंस शीट में? I'll tell you, just wait. Now you will understand where it is to be kept, what are the journal entries to be passed. Let's understand it. So when depreciation is provided, an entry is there, depreciation account debit to asset account beta, with the amount of depreciation to be charged, like 20,000 depreciation we have calculated. So this entry will be passed with that 20,000 every year. Then this depreciation will be transferred to P&L account as it is an expense, like salary. When paid, it will be entered as salary account debit to cash. Later on, that salary will be transferred to P&L account. In the same way, here depreciation will be transferred to P&L account by passing a journal entry, profit loss account debit to depreciation account beta as normal entry. You may note it down fast. Write down the journal entries with you fast. These journal entries will be same for every method. Whatever method you may use, there's no problem. Entries will remain same. When additional asset is purchased, entry is very simple: asset account debit to bank account. Obviously, this is the entry when we have purchased the asset first time also. Asset to bank, asset to creditor, asset to cash, whatever the mode of payment is there. If we'll sell those assets, then the entry is very simple: bank account debit to asset account. These are given in your module also, according to my opinion, but you may note it down from here. It will be better option. How much the weightage of this chapter? Obviously, the weightage of this chapter is approximately 5 marks to 10 marks. Either we may get 5 marks question or 10 marks question. Okay. Weightage of every chapter is normally simple from third chapter onwards, because first and second chapter have less weightage, but third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, all these chapter have equivalent weightage. Normally we will get 5 to 10 marks question from every chapter. Yeah, beta. Can you say journal entry again? Yeah, please. You may note it down. Simple entry is there, na beta? Asset to bank, ya creditor, ya cash, as per the understanding. This was the first two entries. Entry for sale is bank to asset. Obviously, there may be some loss or profit on that sale. If there is a loss or profit on that sale, in case there is a loss, then the entry will be profit loss account debit, or you may write loss on sale of asset account debit, because that will be a better option. Loss on sale of asset debit to asset account. Like if the book value of asset is 60,000, we have sold it for rupees 50,000, suffered a loss of rupees 10,000, then the entry is very simple. First of all, we have to debit bank account with 50,000, and the loss will be debited with 10,000. If there is a profit, like book value is 60,000, but sale value is 80,000, that is, we have earned rupees 20,000. In that case, bank account will be debited with rupees 80,000, asset account will be credited with rupees 80,000, then another entry will be passed: asset account debit to profit on sale of asset with rupees 20,000. Simple entry, normally known to every student who have already done +1 commerce, and those who have not done +1 commerce may have some problem. They may note it down. That is with the help of the concept of nominal account. as loss and profit is a nominal account. So loss is debited whenever there is a loss, it is to be debited. Whenever there is a profit, it is credited. So asset profit is credited. नोट इट डाउन सर। हिंदी मीडियम वाले भी सीए में एंट्री करते हैं, इंग्लिश में एग्जाम देने के लिए, तो हिंदी में भी समझाओ प्लीज। हाँ, बेसिकली हिंदी मीडियम के लिए एक बात समझो बेटा कि हमारे इंडिया में अगर हम देखें तो इंग्लिश इज कंपल्सरी इन एवरी स्कूल, इवन यू आर स्टडिंग इन गवर्नमेंट स्कूल ना, तो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में भी इंग्लिश जरूरी है। तो कुछ बेसिक इंग्लिश तो सभी को आनी चाहिए बेटा, ये प्रजम्पशन ली जाती है। बाकी ठीक है, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मैं आपको हिंदी में बता दूंगा, बिकॉज मेरा तो विजन ही ये था। जब मैंने ये टीचिंग शुरू करी थी आईसीआई में, तो मैंने उनसे ये सजेशन दिया था कि आप इसे हिंदी में करवाओ, बिकॉज इंडियंस आर बेसिकली our mother tongue is a Hindi, so we should have to go for it. So with those efforts institute has allowed us, उन्होंने allow किया हमें कि आप इंग्लिश के साथ साथ हिंदी में भी करवा सकते हो। तो अगर आप मेरी सितंबर मतलब अगर आप 2021 की हमारी क्लासेस देखोगे तो 2021 की क्लासेस में तो सिर्फ इंग्लिश में ही करवाया जाता था। तो ये एफर्ट्स रहे हैं हमारे, और आईसीआई का एक अच्छा बिहेवियर रहा है, एक्सेप्टेबल बिहेवियर रहा है, जिस वजह से 2022 में ये एक प्रोविजन बनाई गई कि हिंदी मीडियम वाले बच्चों का बेनिफिट किया जाए। तो किसी को भी प्रॉब्लम हो तो मुझे कह सकते हैं, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मैं हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा। बट थोड़ा सा बेसिक इंग्लिश जरूर बेटा अपनी इंप्रूव करो, बिकॉज सीए बनने के बाद आपको कोई नहीं ये बताने वाला कि हाँ जी बेटा हिंदी में ये होता है। तो ये जो है चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट का जो कोर्स है, जब हम ये कर लेते हैं तो हमारी जो जॉब है वो वहां पर, अगर आप बुक्स देखोगे, देखो जीएसटी का जो एक्ट लिखा हुआ है वो हिंदी में नहीं अवेलेबल। इनकम टैक्स का एक्ट जो लिखा हुआ है हिंदी में अवेलेबल नहीं है। अगर होगा भी तो उससे आप जॉब में तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज जॉब में तो देखो सारी जितनी भी लेटर्स लिखनी है हमने एक दूसरे को, कॉर्पोरेट्स में जो भी काम करना है, सब कुछ इंग्लिश में होता है बेटा। मुझे हिंदी बहुत अच्छी लगती है, दिस इज माई मदर टंग, बट मेरा सुजेशन है कि अगर आप लोग अपने लाइफ को सेटल करना चाहते हो तो अपनी इंग्लिश को इम्प्रूव करो, बिकॉज हमें तो वर्ल्ड लेवल पे काम करना है। अब देखो ना, जो कंपनीज हैं जो भी सीए को रखती हैं वो नॉर्मली एक्सपोर्ट यूनिट्स होते हैं, या वो यूनिट्स होते हैं जो पूरे वर्ल्ड में काम कर रहे हैं। आम आदमी तो सीए को रख ही नहीं सकता। यस, प्रैक्टिस में जरूर सीए थोड़ा बहुत काम करते हैं, पर प्रैक्टिस का काम ऑलरेडी जो पुराने सीए हैं उनके पास रहता है। नया सीए जब मार्केट में आता है उसको प्रैक्टिस में ज्यादा काम करने के लिए नहीं मिलता, तो ज्यादा सीए जॉब में जाते हैं। तो जॉब में तो देखो कल्चर ही है कि यू विल हैव टू रीड इन इंग्लिश, यू विल हैव टू राइट इन इंग्लिश, यू हैव टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश। सो मेरा जस्ट ये विजन है, ठीक है बेटा, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। तो किसी को कोई दिक्कत हो तो मैं हिंदी में समझा दूंगा, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। इंग्लिश वालों को भी मैं समझा रहा हूँ, हिंदी वालों को भी समझा रहा हूँ, ठीक है। अभी देखो मैंने इतनी बात हिंदी में करी ना, तो इंग्लिश वाले घबरा जाते हैं, जिनको बिल्कुल भी इंग्लिश समझ नहीं लगती। हमारे साउथ इंडियंस हैं कई बच्चे, तो वो फिर एक कमेंट देते हैं, सर आपने क्या बोला मुझे बताओ, तो बड़ी दिक्कत हो जाती है। मैं तो कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं बोलता हिंदी में जो मैंने इंग्लिश में ना बताया हो। सो दिस नो वरी, लेट इट बी वेरी मच क्लियर। हाउ टू लर्न इंग्लिश बेटा, बेटा देखो इसके लिए ना आप इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कोर्स कहीं से भी कर सकते हो, पूरे ऑल ओवर द इंडिया में सभी जगह पे इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कोर्सेज अवेलेबल रहते हैं। आजकल तो यूट्यूब पे बहुत इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग की वीडियोस मिल जाती हैं, लेकिन उसका कोई ज्यादा बेनिफिट तो नहीं है। अगर आप इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग करना चाहते हो तो कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डिंग ज्यादा जरूरी चाहिए होती है, उसके लिए आपको कोई ना कोई स्पोकन इंग्लिश वाला इंस्टीट्यूट ज्वाइन करना चाहिए। दैट इज माई सजेशन। इन ऑल ओवर द इंडिया दोज इंस्टीट्यूट्स आर अवेलेबल इन योर एरियाज। तो कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, बड़े आराम से आप कर सकते हो। घर बैठ के करना चाहते हो तो उसके लिए आपको इंग्लिश न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना चाहिए, आपको इंग्लिश न्यूज़ सुननी चाहिए, आपको इंग्लिश की कोई स्टडी करने के लिए कोई बुक आती है मार्केट से तो वो परचेज कर लेनी चाहिए। तो दीज आर माय सजेशंस। चलो ये तो काफी हो गया। सो लेट्स, देखो अभी तक मुझे लगता है सब कुछ मैंने जो क्लियर किया सभी को क्लियर है ना। अगर आपको कोई डाउट है तो मुझे बता दो, मैं आपको क्लियर कर देता हूँ। Question was raised by आस्था घोष. आस्था घोष, if you have any doubt, you may, आप किसी का कोई डाउट है तो बता दीजिए. ये लास्ट टू एंट्रीज को कंबाइन भी कर सकते हैं. एग्जैक्टली बेटा, यू मे कंबाइन दोस, बट दीज आर द बेस्ट. दिस इज अ बेटर ऑप्शन. सर, एंट्री फॉर सेल इज बैंक टू एसेट टू परचेज asset to profit on sale. The problem is people don't accept their flaws. English is actually so important and people need to understand. Exactly beta. Sir, my English was also bad, but it was improved by reading 3 to 4 English books which I liked. Very good. Shabash. This is the need of the hour. So there are two entries which we have discussed. This is regarding profit on sale of asset. This is regarding loss on sale of asset beta. So asset account debit to profit on sale of asset 20,000. If there is a profit of rupees 20,000, because we have sold the asset for rupees 80,000, the value of the asset is 60,000 only. So this is the concept. For the depreciation of the current period, the entry is very simple. Depreciation account debit to asset account. This is to be passed every year. These entries are already clear to every student. So there are various methods of charging depreciation. Starting with the first method, straight line method, already discussed. Reducing balance method, sum of year digit method, machine hour method, production unit method, depletion method. So these are the total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 methods. 6 methods. In practical life, all these methods are used. Okay. It depends upon case to case basis, which we will discuss while discussing these methods. Okay. You may copy it. These are 6 methods which we have to do fast. Let's discuss the method one by one and do it practically. This method is normally used whenever we are expecting that the asset has its equivalent use in every year, in every month, in every day. Its value is decreasing, but this use is not decreasing. Like, it all depends upon case to case basis. Also, here an important thing is there that in this case, in straight line method, if you will see, the value of asset may reduce to 0 also. If we have purchased an asset for rupees 1 lakh having 5 years life, then depreciation of rupees 20,000 per annum will be charged. Now 20,000 into 5, 1 lakh depreciation will be charged. Means asset of rupees 1 lakh will be depreciated with rupees 1 lakh in 5 years. So its value will be 0 at the end of the life. So this is the method in which your asset value may come to 0. If there is no scrap value given in the question, then obviously its value will come to 0. This is a special feature of this method. In this, depreciation in every year remains same. Formula is already noted by all of you. Already done illustration for this, so there's no need of doing this. Yeah, we may see how to do it practically while preparing and while passing entries and preparing account. How account is prepared, that you may see just for your information. here we have purchased a machinery on 1st of Jan 13 for rupees 125. Life is 5 years and the life and the scrap value is 25,000. Now how much will be the depreciation? Calculate fast. How much will be the depreciation? Fast. Send me the answer. Depreciation per annum is equal to. Very good. 20,000. So what will be the journal entry? First journal entry will be when you have purchased an asset. Entry is very simple. This is the machinery account. So the entry will be machinery account debit to bank account. Then at the end of the year, on 31st of December, if it is a accounting year, that is annual accounting year, calendar year is an accounting year, then depreciation will be by depreciation account debit to asset account. And then balance is calculated in this way. Ledger balancing is done. In the closing balance will be 1,05,000. Is that clear to everyone? Then the next year, the balance is brought down. Depreciation will be charged and closing balance is calculated in this way. Note it down. And you have to do the remaining. नेक्स्ट ईयर की एंट्रीज अपने आप डालोगे, नेक्स्ट ईयर का अकाउंट अपने आप बनाओगे आप और क्रॉस चेक करोगे मेरे साथ. Very simple and easy to do. I think this will be not creating any problem for the students. One thing is very important. We must have to go for the live classes because recorded classes are not benefited. So in recorded classes, you are not able to send me the problems. So this is always good. You should have to go for the live classes first. And if there is any doubt, you may revise those classes by seeing on YouTube or your portal. From where you are sending these queries to me, either from IC app or from some other way, what you are using. बेटा आप लोग अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स किससे भेज रहे हो मुझे? ये जो मैसेज भेजते हो आप लोग कहाँ से भेजते हो? पोर्टल में से या एसएसपी पोर्टल में से या फिर आप ऐप में से देखते हो? बिकॉज यूट्यूब पे तो आप लोग नहीं भेज सकते ना, बीओएस ऐप. ओके, वेरी गुड, गुड है, गुड है, वेरी गुड. दिस ऐप इज ओपनिंग ऑन कंप्यूटर आल्सो, योर लैपटॉप आल्सो और नॉट? You are seeing it on mobile only. Are you seeing it on mobile or it is opened on computer also? I see app exactly. Sir, app SSP portal. Yeah. On SSP portal can be opened on computer also, no? So that will be a better option. Because in that case, you may see it on a proper screen from PC, sir. Very good. Because on mobile, we are unable to see properly. So if this is available on SSP portal, then it is very good. Yes, very good. Students are telling me that this is available on SSP portal also. In bank account, we can also write cash account. Is there any problem? No, sir. No, beta. Actually, we are writing bank due to the reason because now a time we know it very well. Every payment is made in bank by bank because this is a digital currency system now a time. So see, third year, fourth year, and fifth year. In fifth year, we have assumed that the asset is sold at its scrap value. Its scrap value is given to us, that is 25,000. So it has been sold for rupees 25,000 by cash account sale. After charging depreciation of rupees 20,000, it has been sold for rupees 25,000, and there is no profit, no loss in this year. BOS app not open in laptop. So if BOS app is not open in laptop, you can go for a SSP portal. That is a better option, है ना? Both mobile and computer it is opening. Good, good, very good. I am watching the video from YouTube on laptop and sending query from mobile. Very good. Tanmeet Kaur, an intelligent work she's doing. She's seeing it on YouTube and sending me the queries from laptop, from mobile. Hai na? This is a good thing. So she's taking benefit of each and everything. BOS website I am watching in laptop. Very good. This is also good thing if you are opening BOS website and from there you are watching in laptop and sending the query simultaneously. Good, good, good. Very good. So this is clear. I think this question is purely clear to every student. Another account is there, depreciation account, where there are two entries, as we know, depreciation account debit to asset account. So there is an error here. Here we should have to write asset account. So this is simple entry which you have to pass to asset depreciation account debit to asset account and profit loss account debit to depreciation account, which is passed every year. So in this way, depreciation account will be presented. Okay, we have to decrease scrap value after depreciation, sir. Please explain this again. Very simple, beta. Basically, what happened? Asset will be sold only after completion of its life, because in this question it is not mentioned that whether asset is sold or not. So we have assumed that the asset will be sold at the end of its life, because he has already mentioned you have to pass जनरेटरीज for all these years. आपने सभी years की जनरेटरीज डालनी है, इसीलिए हमने क्या किया, हमने ये मान लिया कि जब 5 years कंप्लीट हुए तो एसेट बिक गया. अब 5 साल की डेप्रेशन तो डालनी पड़ेगी ना आपको, तो फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ फिफ्थ 5वें साल की डेप्रेशन डाली. उसके बाद साल के एंड में जब लाइफ उसकी खत्म होगी तो हमने उसको सेल कर दिया स्क्रैप में. Total amount is wrong. Okay, no problem, beta. You may take it. Corrected. Sir, I have not cleared this question. I have not cleared this question. Rajas Sutra. What is the doubt, Rajas? Please tell me. I am attending and here sending my query. Very good. The main question was this only. This is a very simple question, beta. It should be clear to everyone. Just we are passing journal entries and recording it into ledger. Depreciation account, asset account debit to bank account, then depreciation account debit to asset account. So these two entries are passed every year. And at the end of 5th year, when the asset is fully used, 5 सालों में जब हम एसेट को पूरा यूज कर लेते हैं तो उसे हम सेल कर देते हैं. तो सेल करने की ये एंट्री मैंने डालनी सिखा दी आपको. यू मे सी इट बाय कैश अकाउंट. दैट्स इट. दिस इज सोल्ड एट द एंड ऑफ 5th ईयर बेटा. About only scrap value. Scrap value is a simple entry beta. Whenever you will sell it at the end of its life, the entry is very simple. That is cash account debit to asset account. So it will be sold at the scrap value given to you. That is 25,000. So we have assumed that it has been sold for rupees 25,000 and the balance sheet figure will be nil because asset is fully consumed at the end of 5 years. Good, very good. So this is depreciation account, and we have next method, diminishing balance method, very simple method. In this case, we are charging depreciation on the reduced value of the asset. Basically, in this case, we assume that the utility of asset is reducing with the passage of a year. In the first year, its utility was more. In the second year, its utility is reduced. In the third year, its utility is further reduced. Then in that case, diminishing balance method is used. Written down value method is also another name of this method. So it have various names: written down value method, diminishing balance method, depreciation method is the same as the in this case, if you have purchased an asset for rupees 1 lakh, then we are checking it out that its value is reduced in the next year. Obviously in that case its utility is also reduced. जो इसकी utility है, जो इसका हमें benefit मिलना है, वो भी हर साल reduce होता जा रहा है, हम ये मान लेते हैं. जैसे अब फर्स्ट ईयर में जो कार की एवरेज है वो ज्यादा होती है, आप सभी को पता है. फर्स्ट ईयर मैंने कार परचेज करी, उसकी एवरेज 25 आ रही है. नेक्स्ट ईयर में जो सेकेंड ईयर में कार की एवरेज है वो रिड्यूस हो जाती है, 23 हो जाती है मान लो. थर्ड ईयर में उसकी एवरेज 22 हो जाती है. तो हमारे लिए भी उसकी जो इंपोर्टेंस है वो कम होती जा रही है, हमारी जो बेनिफिट है वो भी उससे कम होते जा रहे हैं. पहले वो कितनी हम कार लेके जाते थे तो फंक्शन पे स्पेशली लेके जाते हैं फर्स्ट ईयर में. सेकेंड ईयर में हम कहते हैं यार इसको देखते हैं, ले जाएं ना ले जाएं. थर्ड ईयर में हमारा इंटरेस्ट ही कम हो जाता है, लेके जाए ना ले जाए कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. सो बिकॉज उसकी जो लुक है वो कम हो जाती है, उसकी जो यूटिलिटी है वो कम हो जाती है. इसी तरह अगर हमारे पास कोई मशीनरी है, अब देखो उसकी यूटिलिटी भी कम हो जाती है, साल के साथ साथ उसकी प्रोडक्शन कम होती जा रही है. पहले साल वो अगर 50,000 यूनिट्स हम लोग प्रोड्यूस कर पा रहे हैं, नेक्स्ट ईयर उस पर हो सकता है हम 40,000 यूनिट्स ही प्रोड्यूस कर पाए, नेक्स्ट ईयर हो सकता है हम 30,000 यूनिट्स ही प्रोड्यूस कर पाए. यूटिलिटी कम होती जाती है. अगर आपके पास फैन है तो आप देखोगे फैन की जो लुक है फर्स्ट ईयर में ज्यादा है, फैन की जो स्पीड है, क्वालिटी ऑफ वर्किंग है, वो एसी की भी अगर आप देखोगे फर्स्ट ईयर में क्वालिटी ऑफ वर्किंग ज्यादा है, सेकेंड ईयर में क्वालिटी ऑफ वर्किंग थोड़ी सी कम हो जाती है. तो ऐसे हम लोग जिन एसेट्स में ये मानते हैं कि इसका तो जो यूटिलिटी है, जो फायदा है वो साल के साथ कम होता जा रहा है, तो हम उस केस में डेप्रिसिएशन जो डालते हैं वो डिमिनिशिंग बैलेंस मेथड से डालते हैं. और ये सबसे ज्यादा यूज होता है मेथड. अगर आप इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज का देखोगे तो इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज always prefer this method for charging depreciation for the purpose of calculating insurance premium. If you will get your car insured, building insured, or any asset insured, then how to calculate the value of that particular asset in the next year? That is by way of charging depreciation on the basis of written down value method. Also, Income Tax Act of India charge allowed us to charge depreciation on written down value method, that is diminishing balance method. So in this case, rate is decided in the first instance that this much rate of depreciation will be charged. Like if you will see, I purchased an asset for rupees 1 lakh. Now what happened? We have planned, we have checked from the Income Tax Act, their rates are already given to us that this much rate of depreciation will be charged, or we have calculated by our own calculation that from the experience or from the supplier we got the knowledge that is it is to be depreciated at the rate of 20% per annum. So in that case, how to charge the depreciation? Very simple. We have purchased an asset for 1, so depreciation for first year will be 20,000. Now the value of asset will be 80,000 at the end of first year. So depreciation for second year will be on 80,000. 80,000 into 20%. That is on the balance left with us at the beginning of the year. That is 16,000. Now 64,000 is the balance. So depreciation for the third year is calculated on this value, 64,000 into 20% beta. So depreciation for fourth year is calculated on this balance, that is 51,200 into 20%. So in this way, depreciation is charged every year. This is called diminishing balance, means where balance is diminished, reduced, or reducing balance, or written down value method. So it have three names which I have described. There may be more name also. I will upload this PPT. You need not to worry, beta. Aditya, no problem. You may better calculate it. It is just for your understanding. Sir, in 2016, balance broadband should be 65,000. That is just calculated for your example. So this is not fixed installment. It's written on value. Exactly, beta. So last sentence of the para. Paying loan to the bank, interest amount is reduced. Exactly same, beta. Sir, why tax is not deducted in share? Tax is not deducted in share. I'm not clear, beta. I'm not talking about tax here. Today we are talking about depreciation, beta. In the book, illustration number 1 is on the diminishing balance. I'm not discussing about questions given to you books, because in your book only advanced questions are given. Basic questions are not available, and without doing basic questions you can't go for the advanced questions. So this is the problem. So I'm discussing my questions only. Okay, I'll send this PPT to you. You need not to worry. Today it will be uploaded in your ICI portal. Is that clear? Note it down. फटाफट नोट करो, तो आगे चलते हैं. How rate of depreciation is calculated? There is a formula for that, and this formula is 1 minus there is an error here. So this is the formula: 1 minus n root of residual value oblique cost of asset into 100. This is about all, because this is mathematics, so we can't write it in a proper way. This is basically this residual value divided by cost of an asset into 100, and this is n root. So what is n that is given here? You may note it down. This is an illustration given to you. If the cost of machine is 10,000 and scrap value is 2,000, life of an asset is 4 years, then it is by this way, where n is equal to life of an asset. You may calculate it by your logarithm system or your calculator, because this calculator is not scientific. Calculators are not allowed in the exam, so there is somehow tough. This is mathematics. 1 in minus 2,000 divided by 10,000. This is 4 into 100. So we may do it 1 minus 1 by 5, 4 roots into 100. So 1 minus, you will have to solve it. Whatever it results, that will be deducted from 1, and then it is multiplied with 100. So it is 0.667. If you will calculate it बाय वट एवर द मैथमेटिक्स यू नो, तो उससे आप सोल्व करोगे तो। बट ये हम लोगों के एग्जाम में नहीं हम लोग करते, वहां पर ऐसा नहीं आता। दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन डजंट कम्स इनटू द एग्जाम, दिस इज जस्ट फॉर योर नॉलेज बेटा। सो यू नीड नॉट टू वरी, दिस इज 0.33 into 100, so it is 33.33%. So in this way we are calculating. In this, asset value will never come to zero. In diminishing balance method, asset value will never come to zero beta. Casio calculator is allowed in exam? No, this is not a word. Scientific calculators are not allowed. Scientific means for where this logarithm, this n roots etc can be solved. So these are not allowed in exam. Instead, this is done through logarithm. For that, log table will be given to you. So all that is there, but you need not to take any stress. This type of question will never come into your exam. This is just for your understanding, your knowledge, that's it. Rate of depreciation, then we have to find the depreciation. Normally rate of depreciation will be given to you, so no tension. Mainly depreciation is to be calculated by this way. You may see here it is. This is the main thing which you should have to know, that the value of asset will reduce. First of all, depreciation is calculated on the cost of asset, that is 10,000. It will be 3333. Then this is the balance at the end of the year, which will be used for calculating depreciation the next year, and this will go on. And this is just rounded off. If you will see, these are rounded off. Will theory questions come in exam? Exactly beta. Some MCQs will come into your exams which you have to solve. You may better see the pattern of your exam. See the previous exam which has been taken in this year, in this month itself. You may check it out. That is available on internet also. That is available. That may be available on your ICI portal also. So you may check it from there. So this is a good example which is to be done. A firm purchased plant and machinery on 1st of April for rupees 50,000. Depreciation is written of 10% per annum. So you have to show for 5 years. The firm closes its books on 31st of December. Very simple beta. Entries will remain same. Just you have to calculate the depreciation every year. And that is by way of this. You may see the solution. Very simple. This is done with both the methods, that is straight line method and return on value method. So in straight line method, you may see depreciation is charged. This is straight line method. This is straight line method. This is reducing balance means diminishing balance method. You may see depreciation for the first year will be 3750 in this case, and this is 3750, because in the first year depreciation will remain same, but in the next year, as the balance will reduce, depreciation will be carried on the remaining balance. In straight line method, depreciation will be carried on cost of the asset every year, on cost of asset every year. So this is for percentage system. Like if you will see the question, in the given question, you may see rate of depreciation is given to you, that is 10%. So in straight line method, depreciation will be carried on 10,000 rupees at the rate of 10% every year, if rate is given. If other information is given like scrap value and residual value and life of asset, then we will get it by that formula. तो फिर तो उसी से निकालेंगे बेटा. अगर वो नहीं दिया हुआ फिर ऐसे निकाल लेते हैं हम लोग 1000 रुपीज पर एनम. तो ये हर साल 1000 रुपीज डेप्रेशन हम चार्ज करते जाएंगे स्टेट लाइन मेथड में. तो बट रिड्यूसिंग बैलेंस में क्या होगा, डेप्रेशन हर साल चेंज होगी. उसमें क्या होगा, रिड्यूसिंग बैलेंस में 50,000 का आपका एसेट है, तो जैसे इस केस में 50,000 का एसेट है ना, डेप्रेशन इज रिटर्न ऑफ एट द रेट ऑफ 10% so for 5 years. ओके If we are using fixed installment method, that is straight line method, that is also named as fixed installment method. In that case, depreciation is 50,000 into 10% every year. That is 5,000 per annum. That's it. And in this case, if return on value method is used, then depreciation is 50,000 into 10%, that is 5,000. Next year, it will be carried on 45,000 into 10%, that is 4,500. Next year, it is carried on 40,500 into 10%, it is 4050. So in this way, it will reduce every year. Paper 1 is subjective. So why I see ask M, just few questions may come. You may better see the examination style. That is a better option. How much will be the depreciation for fourth year? Send me. How much will be the depreciation for fourth year and fifth year? In fourth year, very good. So in this way, you will calculate depreciation every year. 3645. Same method will be used in the fifth year. It will go on. It will never come to an end. The value will never come to zero. Instead, we will write it off whenever there is a nominal value. Nominal value means for when the value of the asset comes to 100, 200 like that, then we may write it off in that year only. Or when the asset is obsolete, means it's of no use with us, then we will write it off. 3280. So this type of questions are there. So we'll meet after the break of few minutes. Let's have a break. सो वेलकम बैक आफ्टर द ब्रेक बेटा। ब्रेक के बाद वापसी हो गई है आप सभी की। आई थिंक दिस मेथड इज वेरी वेल क्लियर टू all of you. We have to take problems of inventory also, so some time will be consumed on that also. So first we have to do some more points and then we will come to that. Before that, before going for the problems, I would like to do one or two questions for you in depreciation. Let's do that. A very simple and logical question is there which has come into your July 2021 exams. You may see it. It has come into your July 2021 exams. This is of 4 marks. Question is very simple. He says we have purchased the machinery for particular amount. Now at time that amount is not available with us. Instead on 1st of April 20, its balance is with us. It is 28 lakh 54,000. A plant having book value of 2 lakh 16,000 as on 1st of April was sold for 82,000. So this has been made clear that we have made a sale on 1st of July 2020. But this value is not of 1st of July 2020, it is of 1st of April. Now it has been sold. So on the same date, a new plant was purchased. So whenever we are selling a plant, we should have to calculate its profit or loss on sale of that plant, which must be calculated by us. वो तो required है ना आपके लिए, तो उसको calculate करना है आपने. A new plant is purchased and entered on 1st of November. A new machine was purchased for rupees 5 lakh 60,000. So we have to calculate depreciation at the rate of 15% per annum under the diminishing balance method. Calculate the depreciation for the year ended 31st March. So the concept is only to calculate depreciation for the year 2021. But I would like to do this question not for 4 marks, but instead I'll discuss each and every point of this particular question so that you can better clear your concepts. Okay, so let's start with that. First of all, we have to calculate the profit or loss on sale of asset. Okay, let's calculate. This is examination question July 21. Okay, so in this question, first of all, we have to calculate profit or loss on sale. Okay, for that purpose, on 1st April, the value is given to you. The value is 2 lakh 16,090. Yeah. So value of it on 1st of April 20. Its value is 2 lakh 16,090. Okay. So we have sold it on 1st of July. So we need to calculate depreciation for 3 months minus depreciation for 3 months, that is 1st of April 21 to 1st of July 21 beta. See here it is, it has been specifically mentioned 20, sorry, 20, not 21, it's 20. So 1st April its value is 1st April its value is this one 2 lakh 16,090. Okay. We have sold it on 1st of July. Okay. So this is 20. So depreciation for 3 months at the rate of 15% per annum. So 2 lakh 16,090 into 15%, that is 15 by 100 into 3 by 12. Get it how much it is? Fast. So the amount is 8103 according to many students. I will assume that this is right. 8103. So what is the balance? It is to be deducted. This is a book value as on 1st of July 20 minus sale value, that is 82,000. You will calculate the loss or profit on sale of asset. This is loss on sale. Get the balance. 2,07,000 2,07,987. So 1,25,987 is the loss on sale. So for this purpose, you will pass journal entries. Bank account debit to name of the asset is machinery. Machinery account 4 rupees 82,000. This will be passed on 1st of July. All these entries are passed on 1st of July 20. Then we'll have to charge depreciation at the end of the year. This is just calculated for the routine purpose. Then loss is to be debited to machinery account. This is 1,25,987. Then depreciation will be entered at the end of the year. We may enter now also, there is no problem, but it's written off at the end of the year. It is not written off now. We may charge it, there's no problem. 8103. Okay, beta. Then he says on the same date a new plant is purchased for rupees 4,58,000 and 22,000 spent on its erection. How much will be the cost of asset to be entered in the books of accounts? How much will be the cost of asset to be entered in the books of accounts? That is 4,58,000 plus 22,000. दोनों को ऐड करके हमारे एसेट की वैल्यू आएगी 4,80,000. Okay, so the value is 4,80,000. New asset is purchased for rupees 4,80,000. This is purchased on which date? This is purchased on 1st of July. Then 1st of November, he has purchased another asset for rupees 5,60,000. 5,60,000. Now one more thing is there. The value of total assets as on 1st of April was 28,58,4,000. Okay, out of which the value of asset of 2,16,000 was sold during the month. That was sold during the month. Okay, during the year. So that is to be credited to 28,54,000. Out of 1st April, assets worth rupees 28,54,000 minus asset worth rupees 2,16,090. This has been left with us. So this is for full year. This asset is kept by us for full year. How much is the value? So to calculate the depreciation for current year, what you have to do? So depreciation for 2020 will be credited because he is demanding that the year will be closed on 31st of March 2021. See, here it is. It is on 31st of March 2021. So 2021 depreciation is to be credited for the asset which has with us from 1st of April 2020 to 31st of March 21. Full year depreciation is to be charged 26 lakh 37,910 into 15%. Then we have depreciation on an asset which has been sold by us during the year. On that we will charge depreciation for 3 months only, that is 8103. Then we have purchased another asset on 1st of July 2020, which is first seat. Then you may have to note it down. Okay. 1st July we have purchased another asset for rupees 4,80,000. बेटा 4,80,000 का हमने एक एसेट परचेज किया है. इस पे अप टू एंड डेप्रिसिएशन डालनी पड़ेगी पूरे साल, मतलब अप टू एंड मींस 31st March 21 तक. सो इस पे जो डेप्रिसिएशन डलेगी, दिस द डेप्रिसिएशन विल बी चार्ज्ड ऑन दिस एसेट फॉर 9 months ओनली. 4,80,000 into 15% into 9/12 बेटा. You will have to calculate it. Okay. Then another asset which has been purchased on 5 lakh on 1st November 20 for rupees 5,60,000. Depreciation will be charged on this asset for how many months? This will for November, December, January, Feb, March. So this will be for 5 months. Okay. So this is the total amount of depreciation to be charged for full year. How 26,37,910 has been calculated? Beta, just see here it is. In the question, it is specifically given that the asset worth rupees 28,54,000 with us at the beginning of the year. That is on 1st of April, beta. Now what happened? Out of this, a plant having book value of 2,16,020 on 1st of April was sold. मतलब क्या हुआ इसका हिंदी में कि हमारे पास 1st April 20 को जो ये टोटल एसेट है, इसमें से एक एसेट जो कि 2,16,090 रुपए का है, उसको हमने सेल कर दिया. तो बचा कितने का? क्योंकि इसकी बुक वैल्यू तो उस दिन की ही माइनस करनी पड़ेगी ना. 1st जुलाई वाली तो माइनस करेंगे नहीं. 1st जुलाई वाली तो हमने अपने लॉस को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए कैलकुलेट करी है. So whatever is left, that is 26,37,910. ये जो एसेट है मेरे पास जो बच गया, ये मेरे पास पूरा साल मैंने इसको रखा अप टू 31st March बेटा. So very simple बेटा. I think this is clear to you बेटा. Aryan has come first with calculation of all depreciations. I think he has calculated correctly, but I would like to check it from other students also. Please send it fast. Calculate the depreciation and send it to me fast. Very good. Aishwarya, your name is very good. Aishwarya also comes second with the same amount of depreciation. So Aryan comes first, Aishwarya comes second. I would like to see the third one also. So fast send me the answers. Read the question once again to understand. This question may come in for 10 marks also. This question may come for more than that also, with the various demands. In this question, he have demanded only the depreciation. But if he will demand from you to prepare ledger account, that is asset account, then he will give it this same question for 10 marks. So concept should be clear to every student. Fast beta fast. Jaldi karo. So I would like to go for the calculation by one of the student, that is Aishwarya Aryan. 3,95,686. 8103 is okay. 54,000 and 35,000. The total they says it is 7,92,790 rounded off. So this is the total amount of depreciation to be charged. Now if he is interested to let you to prepare an account, how you will prepare an account? Do it fast. You have to prepare an asset account for this year. How that account will be prepared, that is an important thing. With that, this question will be converted into 10 marks or 15 marks or more even. Very good. Many students have sent the answer. So third one was I would like to declare that also Vipul. But Vipul's calculation was wrong. Ayush has not also sent the full answer. Yeah, Dimple has sent the full answer and his calculation is also clear. So I would like to declare him third. Okay. Now you will have to prepare the account of this particular question also, asset account, so that you can better understand the concept. Okay. Because they may demand this in the exam. So two balance brought down. It will be 28,54,000 by bank when it is sold for rupees 82,000 on 1st of July. Obviously, date is also very important. So you must have to mention the dates in this question because dates are very important in this question. So this is on 1st of July all. Buy bank, buy depreciation 8103, buy loss that is also read by us. It is 125,987, 125,987 fast. Get the balance. देखते हैं बैलेंस आप पहले निकालते हो कि मैं पहले निकालता हूं. क्लोजिंग बैलेंस निकालो. फास्ट कैलकुलेट द क्लोजिंग बैलेंस ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. Check your speed. Do it fast, beta. Go for a race with all others. Then we have purchased an asset to bank. This is on 1st of April 2021. We are talking about 2021. On 1st of July, we have purchased another asset. This is 4,80,000. 1st of November, we have purchased another asset, 5,60,000 beta. So by depreciation, these three depreciations we have to enter because this has already been entered by me. 395,686, 395,686, first asset. This was on second asset, or we may denote it in some other way also. Then 54,000, 35,000. You may write it in inner column also and then make it total and send it outside also. There's no problem. So you may get the closing balance. By balance carried on. Get the balance fast. Yes, Chandak has sent me the answer. Masthan has sent me the answer, but I don't know who is right. So calculate it from the information I have given to you and tell me the right answer so that I can declare the first and second. So whatever is the balance, you may check it out. You may copy it from here. Now, tell me if there is any doubt with you in your inventory chapter, because someone was asking a doubt in inventory chapter also. Having any doubt, just send it to me fast. We would like to devote 10 to 15 minutes on that. Please tell us about 1,25,387. This is loss beta. Like here we have calculated that I have already erased. You know it better that our asset is worth rupees 2,16,90. It was 2,16,90, out of which depreciation for 3 months is to be deducted. Whatever is the balance, we have to deduct sale value out of it, of the asset, and whatever is the left amount, that is called loss. बेटा देखो मैंने एक एसेट 2,16,000 रुपए उसकी ओपनिंग वैल्यू है 1 अप्रैल की. 3 मंथ्स मैंने उसे यूज किया है, बिकॉज मैंने 1 जुलाई तक उसको यूज करा है ना, तो 1 जुलाई तक की 3 मंथ्स की डेप्रिसिएशन मुझे डालनी पड़ेगी, वो मेरी आ गई 8103। उसके बाद जो भी बैलेंस बच गया उसमें से मैं सेल वैल्यू को माइनस कर रहा हूँ, जितने का मैंने उसे सेल किया, ये तो उसकी बुक वैल्यू आ गई जिस दिन सेल किया उसकी, उस दिन की, उसमें से मैंने 82,000 माइनस कर दिया ताकि मैं ये जान पाऊं मुझे कोई नुकसान तो नहीं हुआ या फायदा तो नहीं हुआ। तो मेरा जो नुकसान या फायदा है वो आपका आ गया 1,25,387 बेटा। ओके। ये बहुत ही बढ़िया बड़ा काम किया है बच्चे ने, विपुल ने। he has sent me the complete question, that is not required beta at all. You may please check it with me, you may please compare it with me, that is more than sufficient. I think the answer is 31,93,224, which is already sent by many students. I think that is correct. So let's come to inventories then. So the answer is 31,93,224 as sent by many students. फिजिकल स्टॉक कैलकुलेशन इज टू बी डन बाय गोइंग फॉर द फिजिकल कैलकुलेशन। देखो ना, एक दुकान का फिजिकल स्टॉक निकालना तो क्या करेंगे, गिनती करेंगे बैठ के, बाय मेकिंग एक्चुअल काउंटिंग ऑफ द स्टॉक, दैट इज कॉल्ड फिजिकल कैलकुलेशन ऑफ स्टॉक। मिथिलेश, इन्वेंट्री में ओवर स्टॉकिंग ऑफ ओपनिंग स्टॉक एंड क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री, प्लीज एक्सप्लेन। यस आई विल, no problem, but just I would like to go for the illustration number, the practical question number 4 of inventory that has been demanded by a specific student. So please see it. Practical question number 4. Physical verification of stock in a business was done on 23rd of June. So opening stock is given to you because we are assuming it as opening stock, na 48 lakh. It is on 23rd of June. We have to calculate stock of 30th of June. We have to calculate closing stock. Okay. Opening stock is given to you. Out of goods sent on consignment, goods at cost worth rupees 2,40,000 were unsold. Basically, you haven't done chapter consignment yet, but I would like to tell you very clearly, whatever stock is lying with consignee, that belongs to us. That belongs to us. Consignee is an agent to whom goods are sent by me for sale. If goods are not sold and left with him in his stock, then that is my stock. So it will be added beta. Out of goods sent on consignment, goods at cost worth rupees 24 lakh were unsold, 2,40,000. So this will be our stock. Purchase of rupees 4 lakh were made, out of which 1,60,000 were delivered on 5th of July. This is a physical stock beta. This 48 lakh is a physical stock. He says purchases are made worth rupees 4 lakh were made, out of which goods worth rupees 160 were delivered on 5th of July. These are not received to us. So till date I have received the goods worth rupees 2,40,000 physically. So 1,60,000 is with our in transit. So this will be added in as in transit. This will be added as a normal purchase. Opening plus purchase. I will calculate it, no matter. Sales were 13,60,000, out of which 320 were sent on approval basis. Half of these were returned before 30th of June. So it means for actual sale are worth rupees 13,60,000 minus sent on approval basis. So it means for 1,60,000 are already returned. So that is not an actual sale because he says half of these were already returned. So sale will be reduced by that 1,60,000. So sale is made at cost plus 25%. This is our profit. Goods cost rupees 2,40,000 has been sold for rupees 1,20,000. This is the abnormal goods, which is to be kept aside, which is not to be taken into consideration while making calculation. So these are the 4 points which I have discussed with you. Now I would like to show it in the solution and let you understand all these things. Let's come to the solution. One by one, each point will be discussed and solved for you, because when you will see the solution, you will be better understood to you. First of all, opening stock is taken as it is, 48 lakh. As we know that whenever we are going to do any opening to closing, what we are doing, opening plus purchase minus COGS is equal to closing stock. So opening stock is 48 lakh, that is given to you, plus purchase. So purchases are made by us during the year worth rupees 2,40,000. As already discussed that out of 4 lakh goods worth rupees 4 lakh, 160 are in transit. So these are not yet received. So physically we have received 2,40,000 of the goods. Remaining 160 are in transit. So if these are to be added, then it will be added by the name of in transit. We may add it, there's no problem, but that will be added by the name of in transit. For physical stock, it is not to be added. Okay. So first of all, we have added 2,40,000. Then I have already discussed with you, if goods are lying with our consignee, then that is our stock. So these goods are with consignee, unsold stock of goods with consignee. This will be added to our stock. This will be a part of our stock, beta. So 160 is also added as in transit, as I have already discussed with you. Then he says we have sent some goods on approval basis. This is not to be taken into consideration here. This will be discussed later, beta. Don't understand it. Try to understand it. Cost of sale during the period, that is COGS. We are interested to calculate it. To calculate COGS, we all know that how to get it. He says total sale is worth rupees 13,60,000. Okay, out of which total goods sent on approval basis. This is also one of your chapter, maybe in your syllabus. Yes, goods sent on approval basis. These goods are sent on approval basis to customer. If customer accept these goods, it will be a sale. If it will not be accepted by the customer, then it will be assumed as a stock. It will be assumed as a sale return. And if it is lying with the customer, so all that is there. But this can be better done after doing those chapters, because you have never not done consignment chapter, you have not done yet goods sent on approval basis chapter. This is your problem. तो इसीलिए आपको समय नहीं लग रहा. Otherwise I am giving it in a simple way. जिसको आता है, जैसे मुझे आता है चैप्टर, तो मैं बड़े इजीली समझा पा रहा हूँ. तो देखो ना, ये सेल हुई नहीं, बिकॉज वो कह रहा है कि 3,20,000 में से 160 की गुड्स तो उन्होंने वापस कर दी. तो वापस कर दी तो वो सेल तो है ही नहीं ना. जो गुड्स वापस आ गई तो सेल रिटर्न की तरह मैंने उसे ट्रीट कर लिया. तो मेरे पास तो 12 लाख की सेल हुई ना बेटा. उसमें से मेरा जीपी जो है वो 1/4 ऑफ सेल या जो भी है उस बेस पर हमने कैलकुलेट कर लिया. तो माइनस कर दिया, सीओजीएस आ गया. अब 320 की गुड्स में से वो कह रहा है कि मेरी 160 की गुड्स तो वापस आ गई, बाकी 160 की गुड्स के बारे में मुझे पता ही नहीं कि वो सेल है कि नहीं है, बिकॉज वो उसने अभी तक बताया ही नहीं है कस्टमर ने. तो अगर उसने नहीं बताया तो दिस विल आल्सो बिकम अवर स्टॉक विद कस्टमर. इसको भी हम अपना स्टॉक मान के कस्टमर का अपना स्टॉक विद कस्टमर मान के उसे कॉस्ट प्राइस पे अपने में स्टॉक में ऐड कर लेते हैं. कॉस्ट प्राइस कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? प्रॉफिट माइनस करके. 320 में से मैं यहां पर दोबारा सॉल्व करता हूं आपके लिए, बिकॉज मुझे लगता है वहां जाके ना आपको थोड़ा समझने में दिक्कत आ रही होगी. एक बार दोबारा सॉल्व कर देता हूं ताकि इट शुड बी इजी फॉर यू. You have the opening stock worth rupees 48 lakh with you. We have to add purchases in it. Opening, okay. which has been already received to me, and 1,60,000 in transit, just to explain it, nothing else, because this is not yet received, so it will be added by this way. If he is demanding only the physical stock here, then we have to add only 2,40,000. Okay, then we need not to add 160. Then what we have to do, minus COGS, what we are doing in routine, है ना? So COGS calculation is made here. 13,60,000 is the total sale made by me. He says, which include 3,20,000 sent on approval basis. Half of these goods were returned before 30th of June. So half of these are returned, means 1,60,000 worth of goods are already returned. So total sale is worth rupees 12 lakh only. One thing is clear to everyone. Now GP is 1/4 of sale, 1/4 of cost. So it will be 1/5 of sale. But issue is this 12 lakh worth of goods includes some normal and abnormal goods. Abnormal goods are worth rupees 2,40,000. Which has been sold for rupees 1,20,000, already included in this. So remaining sale is worth, so it means for 1,20,000 sale included in it is abnormal sale. This is abnormal sale. Okay, so how much is the normal sale? That is 10,80,000 beta. So cost of these goods are 2,40,000 beta, cost of goods sold, and cost of these goods is minus 1/5 of sale beta. So how much it is 1/5 of sale? Good, Ritu. Ritu says approval basis is already completed in the law lecture. So I think this will be clear to everyone. So 10,80,000 into 1/5, how much it is? Two lakh 16,000. Good. So it is 8,64,000, 2,40,000 and 8,64,000. So total COGS is 2,40,000 abnormal plus 8,64,000 normal. So total COGS is with you 11,04,000. Okay, now this is the stock with you, but we have to make some adjustments in it. Now we have to add, this is 11,04,000. Okay, now we have to add goods with consignee, stock with consignee, we can say. So stock with consignee is worth rupees 2,40,000. So that will also be added in it. And out of these 3,20,000, he says 160 goods were already returned by them. Remaining goods worth rupees 1,60,000 are not yet returned. So minus profit of 1/5 of 1,60,000, these will also be added in the stock. So this will be 1,28,000. This is a cost of goods lying with customers. So this will also be added in our stock, 1,28,000. Cost of goods on sale or return basis, we are calling it like this. This is the total value of our stock. You may do it, calculate it. Consignment will start according to the beta process as 3rd, 4th, 5th. Today is the 5th chapter maybe which is running. So after this 5th chapter, obviously we'll go for 6th, 7th, like that. Or a schedule is given on BOS app also. You may check it from there also, or wherever it is given. 1/5 beta, we know it very well. It is 1/4 of sale because 25% on sale it is mentioned. So 25% of cost means 1/4 of cost. 25% is 1/4 of cost, which is equal to 1/5 of sale, beta. I think this is clear. In addition to this, a student was asking about overstatement and understatement. Basically, let it be very much clear that closing stock is what? Closing stock is our just like a profit. If closing stock is our profit, its overstatement will increase the profit, its understatement will decrease the profit. Because whenever we are talking about any particular item which is our income, it is overstated, then obviously profit will increase. If it is understated, profit will decrease. Kazaini is an agent, beta. We are sending him the goods. You may better understand this after doing the complete chapter of consignment. So just wait and watch. I think all the doubts are clear to every student. Inventory may overstating of opening. Talking about opening stock is not an income. Opening stock is basically our just like an expense, and closing stock is just like an income. So if an expense is overstated, our profit will decrease, and if an expense is understated, our profit will increase. Whereas when income is understated, profit will decrease. When income is overstated, profit will increase. Just do it by that way. आप बड़ा सिंपल सा माइंड में लेके चला करो कि ओपनिंग स्टॉक मेरा खर्चा है, एक्सपेंस है, बिकॉज ये डेबिट साइड में आता है, और क्लोजिंग स्टॉक मेरी इनकम की तरह है, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक मेरा एक क्रेडिट साइड में आता है. तो इसलिए अगर एक्सपेंस बढ़ जाए तो प्रॉफिट गिर जाता है, अगर एक्सपेंस कम हो जाए तो प्रॉफिट बढ़ जाता है, हमें पता ही है. तो वही लेके चलना है माइंड में. क्लोजिंग स्टॉक बढ़ जाए तो इनकम बढ़ जाए तो क्या होता है? प्रॉफिट बढ़ जाता है. अगर क्लोजिंग स्टॉक कम हो जाएगा तो मतलब इनकम कम होगी, इनकम कम होगी तो प्रॉफिट कम हो जाएगा. इतना ही माइंड में लेके चलो, ज्यादा टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. ओके 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 ओके. You may note it down. I have switched off my face. I think everything is clear to every student. Good costing means at which price we purchased it. Goods costing means at which we have purchased. Exactly, beta. At which we have purchased it. Very good. So then amount of balance sheet is what? Amount of balance sheet will be the total amount whatever will calculate here. Whatever will be the balance here. Because in closing in balance sheet we will enter the total stock, not the physical stock. So I think everything is clear. Do as much questions as you can do from your module. There's no problem. Whatever is understood to do it. Whatever is not understood to do, obviously we will do it in our next lecture. So there's no worry. All the best. We'll meet in the next lecture. Good day. So we may close the session.